Oh look, we're here. Let's just pick up where we left off, shall we? So, in the oh wait, and feel free to proliferate this this stream around, because I can't be bothered to like copy the link to the Skype chat, the Discord, and anywhere else. So, to reiterate, in the strange event you somehow managed to miss last episode, we fixed the giant alien AI thingamab, whatchamacallit it. So, we fixed a teleporter that let us get back to where we were. Okay. What's so wrong with that? Well, apparently, we damaged it. We damaged it quite a lot in the first game. And by quite a lot, I mean like we were actively trying to kill it. Apologies for the random pauses, but Aqua keeps asking me questions about a book. In fact, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to give me a few minutes while I go and get the stream links and set Do Not Disturb and run to the bathroom and a few other things, but I will be right back. Apologies for the delay. But there have been some complications. My channel, does it think I'm streaming, or does it... Yeah, there we go, now it thinks I'm streaming. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't see the chat, because, reasons. Apologies for, like, the ridiculously long delay. I had to acquire the chatting device, and... the thing. And it was in a different room entirely. But no, so... in case you weren't here... The dying alien being that we severely injured in the first game... forgives us, to a degree, and has asked that we repair it. To repair it, to that extent, it shuffled us around with the teleporter for a bit, had us solve a bunch of puzzles, and then, well, you remember how at the start we had the devices that give you, like, the different colours? So it gave us one of those, except it didn't give us another colour. It hacked our suit's operating system and removed the limits on colour placements. So now... we have an infinite number of cubes! Isn't this exciting? Goes to... no, of course not. So, and that's where we are now. Now, there's only one issue with this little idea of ours to repair the giant alien spaceship thingy. Well, for one, it's in bits. So it wants us to bring this gift that it has given us to its central core, which is somewhere below that tree we saw earlier. There's just one other problem. Commander... what's her name? Emma? Emma don't approve of our little... how shall we put this? Dalliance. So... what she wants to do is blow this thing up from the inside out. She wants us to go to the central core room, where she is going to, quote, overload the energy manipulators in my gloves. I should be fine, and it should kill this. Probably. In case you hadn't figured it out, I don't really approve of this plan. And you were right, Auntie, about making a choice. The achievements show that there is a choice at the end. Oh, so I'm gonna get... What? I'm gonna get up there. I mean, I know I'm meant to get up there, but... Ow. Oh, right. I'm an idiot. So... Unless, oh, right. Right, I get it. So if we go... One. Okay, I see how this works now, I think. I see how this works. Apparently there's 3 people watching, but I can't confirm that information. Step 2. Apply whatever that stuff is, some kind of lubrication? Oil? It's flammable, certainly. Which means it's not for use inside an internal combustion engine on the simple grounds of... Well, who the hell puts flammable oil in an internal combustion engine? Right, there we go. And I think from here I can... Yeah, stretch your hands. Yeah, there we go. And this will either move us or move it. And if it moves it, I can work with that. Actually, no, wait, no, hold on, because now I've got to... trying to work this out. It's like I need a 3rd cube. Somehow. Flammable goop. That's what we're calling it now. Okay. So we can get one here. case. So I'm more than slightly curious as to why this was called the Vitruvius mission. I know there's a map of Vesuvius, which was a volcano in ancient Rome. So that one will drag us back to there. That one will put that one back there. So we want to get both of those. Except we don't. What? Perfectly proportioned. Yeah, that would be kind of, weirdly appropriate. Given what happened on the Vitruvius mission. Sorry, I seem to be kind of stuck on this puzzle. I'm trying to think. So... that one moves that one along. But we want to move this one along. But we need 2 cubes to move it along, and we've only got... we need 2 cubes to move it along, 1 cube there. Okay, so... we need 1 cube on here, which we can do by greasing one of these and having it slide over here. To get it to there, we need 1 cube on this button. That's... but then we can take that cube off that button. So that's 1 cube. But then we need a cube on this button again, and on this button. So these two line up. Well, no, we don't. We need it to... we need to somehow move a cube. But... now that'll move it to there, but that doesn't help me. Well, yeah, that's because I was trying to think. that'll move that to there. Except that doesn't help me because I need to move this one over there. So I need to get it on there somehow. Which would involve moving this over to there and then somehow... Maybe... Wait, oh, yes. What? Ah, crap. I had it for a moment there. One second. Yeah. Okay. One. Okay. Okay. So if I delete that cube, and that cube, I can go briefly extend that one for the benefit of the jump. You fetched you some fermented rye flour. How very rye of you. Except now I need... Auntie. Yeah, tweak your gloves all you like. Okay. So... currently I can get 1 cube onto there, and 1 cube onto here, but I need a cube down there to get this to move over here, so I can get that one to move over there. Means I need a cube on here, and down there, and on there all at once. And I can't see any physical way of doing this. I don't think I can walk on these pipes, can I? Well, I can. I can walk onto here, but I'm not allowed to walk through here because it's a wall. Yeah, I know it's right there, I'm not allowed to touch it. Ah. Whoa. Okay. So let's see. What just happened? No, you can't crouch. There's no crouch. There's no crouch control. I've got like some of those noises you can hear. I've got a block of dark chocolate on my desk. Really rather good. Right, okay, so. What I need is to get a cube on this and on there at the same time. But I've only got 2 cubes and I need 3. that, because now I've got that on there, I need to move that over to there. And... oh, you've got to be kidding. I am so dumb, I forgot that I can move things. So obvious once you take into account that one additional variable. That's one on mine. Another one of the 4, 5 we need to activate to get into its central core. Yeah. Video game logic for you. Maybe it's the suit. If you see some of the concept art, there's like a spinal thing on the suit. Oh yeah, it's not in there. This planet has a moon. It appears to be our moon. Damn moon thieves. Here's the next puzzle. And yeah, Amelia needs to exercise a bit. Just saying. I know, you should never bring up any girl to go to any girl about her weight, but let's put it this way, it's not like I'm going to be dating her. Okay, so that'll set something on fire if I can get it greased. But no, actually, from the concept art that I have seen, she is, I think surprisingly well, like, maintained? What is it? This should do it. That button there. That button there is what activates the flamethrower. I think it's Earth. It's a little unclear for me, okay? Oh, right, duh. By the power invested in me by this weird, impossible magnetic box. Blah! And for the record, no, it's this planet, which I believe is Earth. From what I've heard, I can't be certain. But if I've got this right, it should just be a matter of putting another... And it's a Rube Goldberg machine. Because that should, in theory, all be triggerable from down here. Sometimes the sound system goes a little funny, but I see why it makes the ping now. It means that if you can't see the door, you can determine that it's definitely active or not. But no, so... because I am all for free will, I'm afraid you're going to have a bit of a moral dilemma up ahead. Again, surprisingly well maintained. I'm really hoping I haven't gotten like chocolate cake into parts of the keyboard at all. So that's going to be a pain to get out later. Okay, so we've got some cables online. And yeah, you're right. Surprisingly well maintained also describes this area. This tree seems to have grown a little more since last saw it, and these root systems look more like the cables, but still pretty birdy. Let's go in here now. 3 of 4. Looks easy enough. And don't you dare say looks can be deceiving, because I know that. Oh no, would it be simple as just going... Nope. So if we can get that active, it'll just go woof and then instantly solve the problem. But we'd also need to get it oiled first. Which means maybe... Okay, so this one requires an impact. I don't know if this is the correct solution. If it's not, I'll find out pretty quickly. Hey, it worked. I mean, it was correct, just mean it worked, but hey, I'll take it. Also remember, you've got to take into the account the suit they're wearing. I don't know what the hell it's made of. Oh right, that makes sense. Ah! I think I've got it actually. It's a 2-stage system. Three-stage system. think. No, it seems too random. Okay, so... I love doing that. Apparently, we were told that this blue jump system might just save our life in here, but I'm yet to see any evidence of this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Apparently there are 3 people watching. Can I have a roll call? Because I don't know who's here. I know you're here, Auntie, but I wanted to determine if is it counting me twice or what? And I think... Is this one more door? Oh, a few more than that, maybe. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, just one more door. Just one more door. This wall's, like, disabled. It's not just that the energy fences are gone, it's that the things making them are gone, too. Weird. I wanted to confirm that I was not, in fact, missing another door. Because that might happen. They showed off this room in one of the trailers. We move that over here. This should do it. That's the way to do it. If it were me, I would have included things like water stuff, so you can't always do that. Sometimes you don't get the courtesy of choice. Okay, this just became more complicated. Like, considerably. Will this still work? No. No, the fire burns out before it reaches the door. Okay. Ah, I think I get it. Momentum. So now I think this is all done with mostly stock Unreal parts. It's like there are components that other people have put together that these guys have used, but they mostly did this themselves. Whereas the original game, they built the engine and everything themselves, which led to some weird situations. But I'm going to be quiet now, because they're probably going to say something useful. I think that's the last of them. The happy music implies it's the last of them. Just to me. How do I get up? I think I'm gonna go like up on the bouncy panel. Over there. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, there's a door up there. Is that the one I started at? Like the very first one I did? Might be. Makes sense, since there's no real other way around. Why is this purple? Must be the lighting environment? Oh. Yes, it's definitely blue, so... Sudden and instant lack of more music. And I put my gloves down. Hush. This is a different room. It's going to be different.
Look at it.
It's growing.
Building itself.
We have to leave now.
I've called the military.
Extraction team. They're sending a helicopter to
Get us out of here.
And that was the helicopter the beacon came from, not... Unless... They told us it was some... We somehow got tied up in the military? I don't know. I like how my suit just picks up all frequencies, regardless of what they are. It doesn't like a trusted band, it just picks up everything. Then again, that intelligence is easily capable of hacking my suit. It's done it at least once, so... Maybe it's just hacking the suit entirely. Ah! Well, well, well. I don't think we get a choice but to go down. Or up, but I think this one goes down. It certainly gives you a sort of fear, doesn't it, the sensation? Descendants. Chapter 11, The Abyss.
This is our heart, our soul. Reconnect us to ourselves, our children. We will energize and leave this place. We will all survive together. Us and man.
They aren't staying. They are going to give us their information and they are going to go. That's all they're going to do. Teach us and exit stage right. The entire game you've been seeing those. And only now do you say anything about it. Ah, no, wait, hold on. That makes more sense. It's not trying to get me up there, it's trying to... But giving myself away up there would not be a bad choice either. I don't know if that's the right way to get across, but it's how I'm getting across. Across. Yeah. No. No, that was too low even for my standards. I'm trying to work out. Ah. Together, so assimilate. Again, from what I see, it's here is our technology, do with it what you will, and now we're going to go. Since I don't quite trust this situation, I'm going to make my adjustments. And now let's try again. Well, let's do what I can. No. No, I wanted red, not green. So for my sake, if I need to get a cube onto this button somehow, and then go from there, I'll do anything. Okay, so... And Mr. Yo-Yo, if you should happen to be wondering what the hell is going on, Ante should be able to fill you in the chat. So my first instinct is to say that should be blue. So you can do this. Oh, now it works. Typical. Well, that was funny, but that's not quite what we wanted. If you ask, are these magnets? Debatably. They don't quite make sense as magnets, but... Wait, yeah, no, of course it's not going to work. I need to be on the other side. Actually, yeah, no, moving me over to this side would... Oh, crap. Did I somehow manage to nail both of those with the same click? Ah, it's humanly possible. And in. And in. And saving. And down we go to... Well, they certainly love sticking their logo on everything, don't they? This is just an extreme fall, and yeah, yoga mat. Exactly plated yoga mat, but yoga mat nonetheless. Fire. Oil. Mechanical door. Fire door. Griffin door! No. No, not even close. Okay, so let's... Step 1, I feel, should be invocation of the... Hey, what's going on around me? It's just this craziness all around me. I think that's because your personality. I'm like a magnet for crazy stuff. Okay. Let's clarify. The first version of this game was, well, there was 5 minutes of alpha footage from it, and somebody basically assumed it was from Portal 3. Now, they were wrong. This is not Portal 3. This is the second game, but it's not Portal because this is distinctly not Portal. It looks awesome as heck, though. This is all done in the Unreal Engine, though, not Source. No, this is a game called Q.U.B.E. If you look in the description, the stream will tell you I'm playing Half-Life. The stream is wrong. Oh. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, it's one of these. Oh god, it's one of these. Okay. First of all, grease the cube. I presume that this is like some kind of... And I know I'm kind of cheating with it here, but I want to say this is a mass to energy conversion system of some kind. Even though saying that breaks a lot of rules. But my first instinct is some kind of mass to energy conversion system, and they have unlimited power, so... Yeah, that's what I thought. So... Q.U.B.E. the Q. Yeah, Ant has been referring to this Bunsen burner-like fluid as Q.U.B.E. For various reasons. There is currently a, there is actually a hashtag on the JFC quotes wiki that says hashtag Goopy Slidey Box, and I'd like to say that is a product of me. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, box is on fire, box is on fire. Box has gone out. Okay. I mean, it's not. It's oil, which is then being lit on whatever the fuck this thing is. Sorry about language. See, now I can see how this slots together. I can understand the gestalt. Here. If I were to use the terms of that utter lunatic from Understand. Apologies if you hear weird noises, I'm eating some popcorn. So, if I could... Oh. Oh my god, that is... It's so stupid it might just work. And if we move that back... It's just a matter of waiting for the fire sound. What? What? Oh, damn it. So, yeah, no, the physics in this game is kind of, glitchy. And not in a funny way. Oh my god, this is so irritating, I want to tear my hair out. Wait. So, I'm thinking. End goal. Box impact section. Get set on fire and hit here. Now the box will go out before it reaches here, but if I can get this bit ignited, then that'll be easy. But to get this bit ignited, I need to have this turned on, and I can't have this turned on without being here. There's no alternative. I have to stand here to allow the box to be set on fire. Once the box is on fire, the lubricant burns off, and it'll drift to a stop about here. Whereupon I can ignite this thing. I hope. Might as well just goop that anyway. So I can get it to impact that, but I can't get it on fire. It just makes intuitive sense to me, but... I can't get a cube up here to be on this button. For me. I haven't been playing this for 12 hours straight, have I? No, wait. Wait, hold on. Steam's got an hour counting system. I can tell exactly how long I've been playing this for. I've been playing this for... That's the current time. I've played this for 7 hours in total, but only an hour and 9 minutes in my current session. And that's not counting the crash I experienced in the first stream. So what I'm thinking... As cool as that is, I can watch that later. YouTube just informed me of something. So... need this to be active. But I can't make it in time. The box will go out before... yeah, that I streamed this last night as well. Like, until 1 AM as well. But I'm trying to think. I'm calling upon all my cube knowledge, past, present, and future, to try and figure out this problem. Oh, well, no, because that... God damn it. Okay, just so I can try something stupid, can I just, like... Will this just make it, inherently? Okay. So my first hypothesis is correct. Let's try my second hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis number 2. What we have here is a momentum issue. Let's try and solve that. I think I've tried this already, but can't be sure. Now this should... Okay, I think I've got this. Now, I can only call out one green box at a time. Actually, no, that's not a bad idea. That's a really good idea, actually. Crap, why didn't I think of that? Transfer the momentum and the fire. That box is good. I can group a secondary box from upstairs. That's it. That's better than what I was trying. Simpler, certainly. Will it make it? Will it make it? No! Fiddlesticks! Oh, fiddlesticks. What now? I don't know what that accent was. Yeah, Auntie, but I can't increase the momentum while... Can I? No, I can't, because I need that one to be greased. It's worth a shot. Increasing momentum was certainly worth a shot. I'm going to find this thing. I'm going to find this thing and break its heart. Oh my god, why did I not think of that? Hold on. What if I missed a step? It's not just transfer the momentum. It's transfer the momentum twice! Okay, do your worst. Box 1. Impact box 2. Impact box 3. Door. Oh my god! If they get harder than that, I'm gonna be like at the upper limits of my knowledge, both of physics and just in general. Oh, they're resorting back to previous forms of music. But where are we still? Ow. Yeah, too late. I saw that and I'd already worked it out. Sorry. Okay, this one, please tell me that's a blue button in there. Oh, is there even a button in there? Looks blue from this angle. Worst case it's not, and I'll just work with it. So that massive cable goes... somewhere. So, right. Yeah, I know your hands are stiff from the cables that are connected to them, but it's gonna be okay. Okay, I can see how to solve the later component of the puzzle. Boom. The question is, can we do that bit now? The next question is, what is that cable connected to? It's connected to up there. How do I get up there? And that's what that bit's for. Big magnetic rotating. Big magnetic rotating. You do what I want you to. No, you won't, because you just won't. To be honest, there are times when I actually kind of miss only having one of each. But having an unlimited supply of everything is kind of... In the first game, they made this easier by picking the target locations for you. Now, you don't get that luxury. Okay, so Q.U.B.E.1. And that's why they give you... And I was... Right, that's a yellow cube. Shit. Ah, but that's a ball! That's a ball, okay. We're gonna have a ball. We can have a ball, and now I know how this bit works. I think I can MacGyver it. MacGyver? MacGyver. Yes, MacGyver. That's the word. MacGyver. I think I can MacGyver it. Okay. Stage 1. Stage 1, grease ball. Stage 2. Ensure correct movement of ball. Ignite ball! Impact! I never thought I'd get so turned on by physics puzzles. What? Oh, well that was informative. So what's the next step? March Eiffel. Yes. It's the March of the Eiffel. Okay. So for my side, what we need to do next is we need to somehow get something to impact it. I'm an idiot. We don't need anything to impact this door. We don't need anything we haven't already got. Okay, let's see. I think I know what you need to be. I go whooping, bing bang bong, bing bing bong bing bing bang bong bong. Ding dang dong, where the cows go bong. Thank you, Spike Milligan. And whoop. Okay. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but I think I know what I did wrong. And I think I definitely know how to fix it. And I'm sorry, now that I know how you're meant to solve that part, that bit just looks like a waste to me. But then again, it's probably not so clear to puzzle like users, so it's probably for user clarity more than anything else. Okay, so first off, we want to activate the grease. That's not too hard, we've done that before. I said that's not too hard, we've done that before. Oh, for God's sake. Let's try that again. There, we've activated the grease. Now we need to grease a green block. I'm calling it grease now. You can't do anything about that, Auntie. Now, theoretically, I could have it, like, bounce. I don't know what that would do because it'd be an upside-down bounce, but whatever. Let's see how this behaves. Hopefully it behaves like I expect it to. In place, in position. Ready, aim, fire! What does that do? I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but if it works, it works. Ah! And now, after this interesting and demonstrative prologue, we are privileged to present a epic history. Epic what? Sorry, that's none of you are gonna know what the hell I just did there, but whatever. Where even is the exit to this room? Where am I going? And also, how did I miss that? It's okay, Elton. It's okay, Elton. You can compensate this. This should compensate. Come on, guys, can you say something? Because I'm feeling kind of inadequate here. I say inadequate. I feel like I can't come up with any kind of wit or narrative to keep this going. All I can do is, like, try and poorly solve this one puzzle. Okay. What did that do? Yes, I would, but I recommend you play the first game first. This is a wonderful, wonderful game, but it's a bit taxing on the systems. And by a bit taxing, I mean, if I show you my options, to get this working, I had to drop everything to medium. By default, it starts on epic, with the maximum of ultra. Also, if I run it on full screen, you won't see this, but I will. The screen goes all obnoxious green flickery. So, yeah. But it's got some nifty other things, like you can set the independent X and Y look sensitivities. It's also got a language slider. I'm not at all certain why it has this. Ah, crap, why is it now on... Hold on. It's doing the obnoxious green flickery thing. Give me a moment. Will you... I got to... Are you gonna... That's better. Right, okay. So, yeah, I would recommend this game. But I'd recommend you play the first one first. Now, keep in mind, there are 2 versions of the first one available, and I have both of them. There's Cube, which is great, but it has no story, and the puzzles tend towards, like, impossible physics logic things. There's a few ones that you see in Cube. I don't know. There's a few puzzles in Cube that are, like, that you have to just, like, sit and figure them out, and they are beyond me. Q.U.B.E. Director's Cut includes the original DLC free of charge, being the Against the Clock section. Let's clock with a Q. So it includes the DLC free of charge, has a story, and cuts out the hardest puzzles. It also leaves you with this wonderful yawning sense of who can I trust that is truly wonderful to, like, play through. I know, it doesn't sound wonderful, but it is. Because it makes you question yourself a lot. Well, yeah, we did. Well, we are kind of going to kill a giant alien robot who's done absolutely nothing wrong. Can I walk on the... Oh, for God's sakes. Physics. Who needs it? But no. So, first game is good. This game is certainly better, but I recommend you wait until they iron out all the bugs first. Anything, like, useful or constructive around here? I mean, like, no, but... I think I somehow need to stand on that. Oh, I see. I get it. Oh. But yeah, no. So, first game, there's the normal game, the Director's Cut. I would recommend the Director's Cut over the original game, and then there's this. I recommend you play the original game first, because, to be honest, I can't guarantee your computer would be able to support this one, and it would be better context. Also, the styles of gameplay are similar between the two games, but they're different enough that it's, like, new and exciting in this one, so... I guess it really is just kind of up to you. Thinking here. Thinker here. Well, it's a moral dilemma. It's like the Talos principle. An inevitable question of obedience, amongst other things. But, and if I'm right, that should land. Ha 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 ha! Okay, now if I think I just need to stand on that, and that should just, like, work? I'll lower that, just so I definitely don't miss. But I think if I just stand on the cube, and obliterate that... Ooh! Ah, come on! And... Okay, so I have to jump off at the end, but... Again, try the first game first. Okay? Just trust me. The only downside, by the way, to the director's cut is that you can't get the DLC, like the soundtrack for the first game, and you can't get the soundtrack for the first game for reasons. But you can buy the soundtrack. Unfortunately, the director's cut has a different soundtrack, which means that you have this weird like disconnect. If it makes you feel any better, if I ever do a stream where I need like ambient music in the background, you might hear some bits of the Q.U.B.E soundtrack in there because I'm running out of music to play. It's like, I'm sticking to stuff that I know and like, so... Flame sword. What do you mean flame sword? That makes no sense! What do you mean flame sword? That should impact nicely. And let's actually just move that out of the way entirely. Boing. Ah, no, you can't move it out of the way entirely. If you move it out of the way entirely, it doesn't work. No, flame sword? What do you mean flame sword? How does that have anything to do with this? Okay, well, flames, yeah, but... Are you guys okay? But no, this game is... Just keep in mind, the puzzles do get really taxing. And that's considering that there's both me and Ant working on them. And he's like in college, so... Shit, I jumped too early, I think. I'm like 90% certain I'm doing the right thing. I'm not being interrupted soon. I don't really like being interrupted at the same time. I can't really believe it. What time is it anyway? 5? Yeah, about 5. About 5-ish over here. In a couple of hours, someone will come and tell me I have to go and eat. What do you mean flaming mod sword? I'm trying to understand, where did you get the word mod from in that? You know, like Discord moderator permissions, then, well, I don't really mean much here. But okay, I think if I've got this right, this should just work. What the fuck happened there? Oh! Oh, I get it! Well, kind of. But I want to try something different. And by different, I mean almost exactly the same, but not quite. Get over there. Why did... As many puzzles in gaming do. Yeah, fair enough. Trust me, it's better than 1980s adventure games. 1980s graphic adventure games included all kinds of wonderful puzzles that weren't so much about trying to work out the correct solution as trying to work out what brand of weed the developers were using, so you could at least try and vaguely understand what kind of thought process they were using. Shit, I almost had it there, but I screwed up. So you have like an in-joke. Oh, good grief. More in-jokes. Darn it, if I'm gonna have to expand my server space to handle this. Up. I know exactly what I'm meant to be doing, it's just a matter of pulling it off. Okay. I think I figured this out. If I'm right, this'll work. If I'm wrong... What? Why did I fall off? That's not fair. I'm tempted to look up a walkthrough for this, but... no, not really. Okay, let's stop and have a think here. Right. Experience tells me I've either got to like jump off when I get to the end, or jump off, land on the platform, and then fling myself using the platform. I'm gonna try one more time jumping. I'm gonna try flinging myself. Nope, that failed. I just need to move that side entirely and try again. No, what? That's weird. What am I missing? Let's just try all kinds of... You know, since I'm 90% certain I've got this right, I'm going to look this up, because I can't be certain. I think it's in French. It's in French, it'll do. Okay. Yeah, you just got to jump at the right time and kind of hope. Shit. The sound effects are kind of neat, though the gloopy sound gets a little annoying after a while. Get on the cube! Let me get on the cube! Yeah, you meant to... What? Oh. Oh shit, it's these things. It's a lot of these things. Oh, thank God, these ones aren't talking at me.
Amelia, follow the blue energies of our mind. Imbue the infinity gift to us, and in return, we shall give our knowledge and help you restore humanity and your life.
Okay.
Millie, that red cable. It leads to the room that is powering its mind. Follow it, and I will start overloading your suit's manipulation energy. We can kill this thing. We can save everyone.
Well then. It is time to decide. Kill this thing. Or let it help us. It says it can bring it all back. It can fix this. It says it can save everybody. Our friend on the radio says that killing it is the only way to save everybody. So what do we do? Kill it? Save it? Kill it? Save it? There's two of you. If you two cannot come to a decision, I will add a final vote. You may vote using the chat, if that wasn't obvious. In the meantime, I shall enjoy some popcorn. Neither of them provided any proof, and also it says overload your suit's manipulation energy, which totally screams, you're gonna die. And me, being me, I think I'll agree with the machine. We will save it. Door locks behind us? Yup. No way back. Oh. It doesn't matter. Does it? We haven't made our choice yet, I suppose. Ah, this is one of the ones that talks to you.
When I found you, I reached out and you connected with me. It was blissful. It was unique. I could see that they were frightened. They wanted to separate us. I could not let you go. I held on tight. I held on with all my might. Slowly we turned them. We turned them and made them one of us. We escaped and I returned you, helping you grow. Our minds together, our minds building a new world. Now, it is time for me to sleep. To wait for you to awake me. To learn the truth that is my heart.
Whoa. She wants to save everybody. That's what she wants, I think. I don't know if she's even a person anymore.
We meant no harm, Amelia. We came to share knowledge, to understand. But we were hurt by your kind. We had to know. Is there a logical good in you? One chance, one test, one choice.
Redemption.
I saw what we are. I saw what we did to you. I understand what you must have thought.
You chose knowledge. You chose to learn. To understand us.
Copy to your boat mast.
Yes. I chose my future. Humanity can learn. I will teach her when she is old enough.
We can help you. We can help you define your future.
We can help you become one. We can help you rebuild your world. Let us give you our sight.
Emma, of course. You were with me all along. Guiding, helping me see.
You have rewritten your future. Patience, kindness, empathy.
Are you ready?
I am.
That was abrupt. Well, now we have to go back and see what happens if we make the wrong choice. Yeah, this is an entirely England group. That was something. But now we have to try again. Have you seen? I'm not certain I can go back and choose the wrong ending now. What would they say? What would they say if I fail? I wonder if Amelia Cross... Robert Cross? I wonder if Amelia Cross is at all related to Dr. Gina Cross of the Black Mesa incident. It wouldn't surprise me that much, you know. More than 7. A lot more than 7. 9, I think? Something like that. Unless completing the test, completing the game, allows you to pick which chapter you arrive back at. I guess we find out. Maybe the continue button drops you back at the end. At no point did I ever hear Robert say anything, I don't think. But it's in the, this thing, so who knows. Oh, they have a child called Dream. Twix, Oreo. I presume that's somebody's dogs. Bristol getting some coffee machine. I'm gonna keep watching these to see if they put anything else in here that's, like, ridiculous. Mums and Dad. How very humble of you. What? Oh, there's no... Well, let's look at our statistics anyway. Total distance covered. 5,425.21 feet. 2,196 moves taken. 7 hours and 46 minutes, 28 seconds in playtime. 242 red cubes placed. 318 blue cubes placed. 185 green cubes placed. 175 cubes swapped. Total bouncers at 247 with a bouncing streak of 0. Now, look, I'm not done with this game. They released a season pass for it, which I also got, being me, I must have all DLC. And that adds in a few things, which I would be curious to look at, but if I am to look at them, I'd have to wait for them to actually come out, because they haven't come out yet. Sometime in March, they're planning on releasing the DLC Puzzle Pack 1. But, now that I'm done here, now that I'm done playing Cube, would anybody object if I played something else, maybe? Because I've kind of got a puzzly itch. I could go and play the original, if you like. I'm quite good at the original. In fact, is that what I'm doing? Shall I go and play the original? I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to go to the bathroom. You guys can tell me in the chat if you want to see me play the original. Well, the director's cut, anyway. Be right back. Okay, I'll show you a bit of the first game. Not all the first game, because I've played through the entire first game before, and if you really wanted to watch me play through the first game, you could go back and watch, or I could do it another day. I kind of want to play some Portal, but I also haven't quite gotten the Q.U.B.E.2 vibe out of me yet. There's only one achievement I haven't gotten for this game, and that is the achievement for getting the bad ending, but I'm not going to get that yet because... yeah, okay. Let me boot up. I'm playing the director's cut version. So I'll play a bit of the director's cut, and eventually I'll probably lose my urge to play Q.U.B.E. for a bit, and I'll... Oh yeah, best bit, because I've now finished this, I'm allowed to use the soundtrack. I have rules about using the soundtrack. Okay, so let's tweak the game capture. Let's say you to capture a specific window. I want you to capture iTunes music video. Q.U.B.E. Game EXE, Q.U.B.E. 32-bit. So, and that's working? Yep. Yeah. The director's cut includes the DLC straight off the bat, which is nice. You don't have to get the director's cut, but it also got D-cut V2.8. The soundtrack is completely different, but at the same time, it's beautiful. I'm not going to continue. So, shall I start right from the beginning, or shall I jump in somewhere? Let's start from the start. I'm probably going to make it to about here, sector 6 at most. After a while, it just sort of blend into physics puzzles, and I kind of get bored. And then I'll probably move to Portal. Look at the gloves, by the way. Pay attention.
And what if it didn't kill him?
What?
With all due respect, your best guess is still just a guess. We need to have faith in the possibility of good. Wait, hold on. His oxygen consumption's going up. I think he's alive. He's conscious. Hey, go steady down there. You've been out for a couple weeks. 15 days, in fact. They thought you were dead. If it wasn't for your life suit, you probably would be. Listen, there's been a complication. We can't link it to your POV camera, and it looks like communications are only working one way. You can hear me, I hope, but I can't hear you. That means we don't know how badly you were affected by the transportation. If you're feeling confused or disoriented, you should know that deep space travel can do you pretty serious psychological damage, especially to your memory. Even a few hours out there in the dark can cause permanent problems. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mission control are concerned you might have no idea who you are or why you're in there. If that's true, I have some difficult facts for you. You're a long way from Earth, a very long way. But every single person on the planet is depending on you. That thing you're inside right now, whatever it is gonna hit Earth in the next few hours. And if it does, that's the end of everything. You need to decipher and dismantle it from the inside before that happens. I just hope you haven't forgotten how. We all do.
But yeah.
Now listen carefully. This is important. The reason why it's me talking to you and not mission control is because you're too far out into deep space. Their signal can't reach you out there, but mine can. I'm Commander Novak. I'm an astronaut on board the International Space Station. I'm gonna relay everything they tell me, but the bad news is, every time I orbit around the far side of the Earth, I'll move out of radio range. When that happens, you're gonna be on your own for a while. Just stay calm, and keep your head straight until I get back into range. Okay, this is it. I'm orbiting out of range now. I'll be back soon. Just remember what I've told you, and believe it.
And believe it. That totally doesn't sound like a threat. So, and no, it's not been 15 days and I'm still rambling into your earpiece. Also, look at these gloves. Completely different. But I like them. You will get the classic, one of the DLCs I got for the second game was the classic glove skin, but they haven't actually finished making that yet, so at some point we're going to receive a classic glove skin, and I will probably use that if I ever play through Q.U.B.E.2 again, which I will, because I want to get all the achievements. But no, what's more likely is they simply left his suit radio on because they're waiting for him to regain conscious. It might be a two-way channel. They've simply left it running and she's talking to somebody else and the microphone's in the same room because guess what, you're on a space station, it's really damn small. Now, this specific version of the soundtrack you can't get, and I'm really disappointed, which means if I ever work out how to like strip Unreal Engine games down, I might actually sit down and see if I can pull the soundtrack for this game. Because I've got the original game's soundtrack, but the original game didn't have a story, which meant they didn't need the soundtrack to reflect, like, things. But either way, so we need to believe what she tells us, and that totally doesn't sound like a threat. But yeah, you see, the gameplay's pretty different, but at the same time, it's really damn fun, isn't it? Those are some weird gloves. Oh no, they get weirder the further into the game you get. They changed the design on you a couple of times throughout the game. But right now, that's what they look like. For the record, you're apparently wearing a spacesuit, and in the trailer you are shown to be wearing a spacesuit. And I'm really happy of how they did the trailer. I don't know how they did it. Ah, I'm crushed. Nah. If you take into account that these things store information in rooms, rather than, like, chemical formula like we do, that changes what's going on around you massively. I wonder if this is how it's understanding us. This is it. It's putting us in a situation whereby it can allow us to enter our own data into the system, based on how we solve puzzles. It's an interesting concept, certainly. Especially if I could just land on the damn... Ah, come on. I used to be good at this. Keep in mind, all these cubes you see, in the original version of the game, like early alpha stage, all these cubes were individual. They were all individually rendered and generated and mathed. They stopped doing that after it kind of screwed the engine over a couple of times. But yeah, the artwork is drastic. But still, it's got this nice sort of nostalgia to it. Oh look, green cubes. You remember these, right? Yeah. That's the other thing in this game. You don't control the cubes. The cubes are the cubes. They do what they do. I'll get that one in a minute. That reset button, by the way, resets the entire puzzle. Otherwise, you'd get into, like, weird physics issues. Still got the same slightly flickery generation system. Copy of Unreal Engine sitting on my computer somewhere, so I really should work out how to, like, rip files from this. Kind of? It gets loosely mentioned at one point in the second game that the rooms you are in are the... Oh.
Thing est. Name is 919.
How good are you guys? How good are you guys? Yeah, these move really, like, organically at times. It's creepy, but How good are you guys figuring out sentences from little snippets of them? What I got from that was something along the lines of name at est name 919. Wonder what that could possibly mean. Wonder who that even was. It described these rooms as being like solid state memories, which is a nice idea. It's a language built out of a physical structure, except practically it doesn't work like that. Oh, by the way, I can't fall through the screen. It's like a force field. It's like a force field with rounded edges. But yeah, it's a nice like science fiction thing. And you see how quickly we're progressing. We're already in Sector 3. Sector 3 of 7. No, there were 6 sections. Now, this doesn't seem too complicated, does it? And I've even conveniently used human arrows to represent the system. We can't reach that from there. But yeah, no, so you see how different the gameplay is here. Nope, just slightly too low. But if I go... And then... 1, 2... Oh wait, hold on. What? Yeah, I get... Okay, perfectly straight corridor, a lot of walking ahead. What the?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
No point in saying that, is there? Okay. I'm gonna have faith. I'm at the peak of my orbit again, so fingers crossed this is getting to you. I've been speaking with Mission Control. They're worried about you. Because your radio's out, we don't know if you've lost your memory or not. If you have, it could be bad for the mission. One of the methods they use to bring back memories for amnesiac patients is to talk to them about important events in their lives. So, before you left, you wrote yourself a letter, just in case. It's a letter to you about you. The Mission Control gave me a transcript. We think it's for the best that I read some of it to you.
For the record...
Okay, well, first, you're married. You
Yeah.
have no children. You live in Colorado Springs, but you got married in Iceland. That's nice. Damn. I'm orbiting out of range. I'll read more if you're still there.
See, this makes even more sense, because look at this. Sudden massive ceiling, much bigger than you'd need to support these light steps. Random arch out of the wall with no canoposen. Random 3 section pushed out with a corresponding 3 section pushed in on the other side to keep the total... to increase the total surface area exposed by approximately 12 cubes. Faces. It could be bad. It could be very bad. They haven't even named what the mission is. More about the player moving through, yeah. Thing est Y919. I heard that more as N something ME, and I want to say that's probably going to be name, so my name 919. Well, name static is 919, so I don't know if that could be anything. I wonder who... I want to say I wonder who it was, but I don't want to say that at the same time, because how do we know it was even a who? It could just be random radio chatter we're picking up in deep space, but then again, if they need to transmit on the ISS to even, like, talk to us? One wonders what exactly that was. How would it get to us? Like, seriously. Come on, not again. Yeah, no, it could be bad. They haven't even mentioned the name of the mission, though I bet you if you were to ask them now, they'd say Vitruvius. Very long hallway. This one conveniently doesn't shuffle itself to its own conveniences. Ah! Slope room. These puzzles. What they do is they give you a force field that only the ball can pass through, and it's usually one block anyway. And your objective is to get the ball from this end to the other end. Simple enough, right? You guys got anything else to say other than just like watching me do this? Because I've played this enough times that I've kind of just sort of memorized it by now. I think if we go like that, that should... Don't ask me how the laws of physics allow something like that to even happen, but they do. Maybe that wasn't Earth we were on earlier. Maybe it was the alien homeworld and we've just been taken there and set with little Earth-like details to make us believe it's Earth, to heighten the point of the test. Because that's what that was a test. Something like a test chamber than a mission. This, by the way, what she said was, this thing is going to impact Earth, it's your job to dismantle it from the inside out. Well, decode and dismantle. There's not much to decode, and... solid as a rock. So... But, yeah, no, it definitely does seem kind of like a test, doesn't it? It makes you wonder. Just let those little thoughts sit in your head. They'll take root shortly.
Can you hear me? It's all a test!
Well... I don't know what to say to that. You know, I used to consider this to be similar to Nice on Say, except with colour. Nope, 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 nope. It's totally different from Nice on Say. I have no idea. And yes, the puzzles are fascinating. And they are most distinctly human. But yeah, no, so this is some kind of thing that's going to crash into the Earth. What? What could this be? This looks wrong. There's nothing in this room except this tiled panel here. Curiously, this is the win-loss vector of a game of tic-tac-toe. Seriously, if you draw like a Punnett square of victory percentage chance of a tic-tac-toe game, I think it's a tic-tac-toe game, might be something else, you end up with a picture that looks like this. Yeah. It's definitely plausible. I never said it wasn't plausible. I just suggested that you might want to think of something else as well. No point sticking to one theory when you can have several. I know, right? Sorry, let me just plug my device in, because I'm... For context, how I'm seeing what you guys are saying is I have, like, a phone on the table in front... on the device, on the thing in front of me, and I've got YouTube running independently and showing my own live stream, so, A, it lets me determine the lag on the stream. Not quite far enough to reach, if I go... whoop, bump. That is far enough to reach, this then goes up, this door opens, leading to another one of these. Like I needed this to get more complicated. Right, let's see. Rotation 1. Check. Rotation 2. Check. That should land right there. Keep in mind, in this one room, the physics sometimes don't work properly. What? Yeah, no, I should not get a tic-tac-toe related injury. Do you really think that's going to stop me? Now this might impact, or it might just stop here because it only has forward momentum. Physics, yo. And that should land neatly in the blue one. It just sort of phases through me. What? Okay, so we wanted to go over, should land there. Well, that doesn't help us in the slightest. That didn't help us either. That's the other thing, you can use the left glove to operate equipment here, whereas in the other game you can only use the right glove to operate things like the rotatey-tatey things. Also, in this game you can only spin things. There's no, like, angular, but... No that?
I'm back in range. Fingers crossed. Look, Mission Control think that if you have lost your memory, me just giving you little details about yourself won't be enough to spark anything. They want me to read something more specific. Something very personal to you. So, I want you to know, I'm only reading this because you wrote it to yourself. It was 3 p.m. on a Sunday. You were upstairs at home. A teenage boy broke into your house. He thought you were away on vacation. You went downstairs with your gun. You shot him in your living room. Only he wasn't trying to rob you. He was passing by and saw a fire in your kitchen. He broke in to try and put it out. He was young and stupid, and probably should have thought of a better solution. But you assumed the worst. You assumed the very worst, and you shot him. He was paralyzed from the neck down. He died 7 years later, alone, at night, in Penrose St. Francis Hospital. I'm orbiting out. I hope that helped you. Fingers crossed.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, okay. One thing, this room looks kind of familiar to me. I swear we've seen this room a couple of times in Q.U.B.E.2. Also, note that my fingertips glow and the palm panels glow when I'm pointing at thing. But yeah. But no, that reminded me of a Q.U.B.E.2 room. But like, the reason this art style is so simplistic, this was made by some people as their college, like, project, as their student project. I don't think it qualifies as... Maybe they're expecting me to be slower at the puzzles. Okay. They expect me to be slow at the puzzles, okay? Oh, no, I know exactly how quickly it goes. It goes fast enough that you sing the chorus to I'm gonna be, and I would walk 5,000 miles, or 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more. By the time you finish listening to the chorus, you have gone exactly 5,000, well, 1,000 miles on the ISS. So, yeah, I know how fast it goes. Yeah, but it does not go that quick. Also, keep in mind that we are, like, miles and miles and miles away from Earth right now. We're not going to be soon. We are, like, we are light years away, easily. Yeah, you know how I said that these are organic sometimes? And can your little idea of weird optimization algorithm explain this? I feel ill looking at my tanks are rolling. Stomach's rolling. Not tanks. Why did I say tanks? Nothing to do with tanks, yeah. Okay, so I need yellow and blue and... What? Well, that didn't help. Yeah, breathing maybe, but that's yeah, no. We are technically a murderer, and they're technically okay with this. I think that's because the court ruled it as manslaughter. Maybe? We didn't kill him outright. We merely severely wounded him, and he died later, and we had nothing to do with the death, other than having severely wounded him. Ah, crap. Ventilation. Did you see the sides of those? There are no vents! There are, like, cracks between the panels, and also, we're in a full spacesuit. I'm 90% certain there isn't an atmosphere in here. Ventilation for what? But no, so this was a student project of some computer programmers. Then again, all the best games start out as student projects. Portal, for crying out loud, started out as a student project called Narbacular Drop. I'm not worried. It freaks me out, okay? Isn't that allowed? Can't I just be scared? Yeah, you know how I said the physics were sometimes a bit derpy? Ooh, bomb. Whoop. Clunk. You try explaining that. Go on, just like try it, Auntie. One more layer. One to go. I noticed that the hum in the background like becomes noticeable when this thing's present, and it missed the... He didn't... Yeah, no, I'd say assault. We shot him, but we didn't kill him. Maybe I will finish this. But I also kind of want to play Portal, like, 1 at some point, or Rexora, but nah, it can happen later. I'll have many more weekends, and I've got my holidays soon. What is this? Elevator. What? Supposed to be fun.
You, listen. I know you can hear me down there. She's lying to you. She's a liar. You're not where they say you are. They'll leave you alone to die in the dark.
Him again. Note that my gloves are now blue tinted while we're in the dark. Like I said, the gloves change throughout the game. Also, the cubes glow. And it's not like an obnoxious glow, it's quite a nice glow actually. I like it more. Again, what's with this ceiling? Weird ass optimization algorithm you're running. It kind of is. Oh, no vac.
I hope you can hear me. The lights on the outside of the cube have gone dark. Mission Control think that's good. They say you must have hit it somewhere that hurts. So keep doing what you're doing. I know it's tough being alone out there. I've been alone here on the International Space Station for over a month. Going round and round and round the Earth. And after a while, it messes with your head. The truth is, if you leave a person alone in the dark long enough, they'll lose themselves.
There was just like a gap there with nothing in it. I don't know what that
Orbiting
was.
out of range. Keep going. I'll be back soon.
I'll be back soon. Notice how she's speaking periodically, like, subtly changes. I mean, not subtly. I pick up on it, but... Again, weird-ass ceiling. Yeah, I don't ask. Hold on. Someone's calling for me. One moment. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Up an elevator, actually. A couple of elevators. So I have to go have dinner now. Now, on the one hand, I want to stop streaming and start a new stream when I come back, but then I'd have to resend the link to you guys, and you'd have to find it. So what I might just do is I might just put up the "I'll be right back" message, and maybe ping you guys. Nah, I'll just I'll just end the stream and we can start a new one. At Cryo, I will PM you, so you actually find this, rather than just vaguely hoping. In the meantime, goodbye, and I will be back after I finish having dinner.